Vintage MMA back again, and we are doing the 2006 Pride Set episode whatever. So tonight we are going to take a look at the set by the numbers. And the 2006 Pride FC set is known to have 140 cards, but that's not correct. The actual amount of cards in the set is 145, and that's the base, with the inserts, but not including the numbered signatures and the motion cards. But if you go through and you take 63 base, 22 best bouts, 36 sparkle, 5 ring card girls, and then you have 9 each of a silver and gold, whatever you want to call it, the fake signatures, press signatures, I call them usually. You're going to come up with 145, not 140. I think what people made a mistake on is on the trading card database, they list the ring girls at the end and in the middle. And somehow they screwed up the number that way, because on that site, they don't list cards 86 through 89. 90, they list one ring card girl. And then at the end, they list 5 ring card girls at the end of their checklist. So I think that's where people get screwed up on the number. It's actually 145 cards. So what I did, and there's 9 motion cards. I don't know if I mentioned that. There's 9 motion. There's also 9 real signature cards numbered to 10. So there's 90 cards of those. And I'm not sure on the motion cards how many of each, but there's 9 motion cards. It's possible they're numbered to, there's 10 of each. They're not numbered. They don't have a number on them. They just have their S-1 through 9. But as far as numbered cards, no, they're not that. So I don't know if anyone knows how many motion cards there are total. So let's go ahead and take a look at how this breaks down. Now, what I did was, I hope you guys can read that. I considered 1,000 boxes made. Do I know that for a fact? No. I don't know if anyone knows how many. I believe there was 2,500 of the UFC round 1. I think. Now, I haven't looked at that for a while, but I believe I remember it's 2,500. So a rough estimate of these Pride cards, it's their first set. Do they want to overdo it? Probably not. 1,000 is it's a good number for your first set, the first set ever. So I'm guessing it's 1,000. So that's what I use for the numbers to figure out how many of each card there is. So if you take 63 base, well, you know what? Let's go ahead and stop on that real quick. I didn't write this down, but I know it by memory, how the boxes are set up. So you have a box of Pride cards. You got 8 packs. And you got 8 cards in each pack. So 4 cards in a pack are going to be base. 2 cards are going to be best bouts. That's 6. You're going to get 1 sparkle card. That's 7. And on the 8th card, you're going to get either a silver signature, a gold signature. You're going to get a ring girl. You're going to get a real signature, numbered to 10, or a motion card. Now, I'll get to the problem with that here in a second. But so that breaks down to 8 cards for a pack. So I went through and I figured on 1,000 boxes how that breaks down the set for each card. How many there are going to be of each card? 63 base cards. You're going to have 508 of each. Here's what surprised me. The 22 best bouts, excuse me, there's more of each best bout than a base card. And I was not expecting that. There's 222 of each sparkle, 222 of each silver, 111 of the gold, ring girls, here's where we're coming up to a problem. Because the ring girls aren't listed as a base, although they probably are a base card, or maybe even more on the printed amount. But there's no way to know that because they're not considered a base. So what I did was I went through and added this up, and if you take a ring girl and you make her a base, so you take 508 for each ring girl, so that's what, 2540, 2,540. You're going to be short if you add in that plus all the signature cards and the motion cards. You're not going to have enough to fill that 8th slot. So I don't know how they filled that 8th slot unless they made more ring girls. So they could have made the ring girls closer to 1,000. Now that's what they would have needed to do to finish off that 8th card in the pack. It would have been slightly less than 1,000 for each, and then you could still add in the silver, the gold, all the real signature and motion cards. I hope you're following me. So that's the real problem in figuring out how many of each there is. Now, the other thing that surprised me is 111 gold signatures. Those are kind of scarce. They're not rare, they're scarce. There's a difference. The motion cards, real signatures, those are rare. Silver, 222, and the sparkle, 222. So, if you look at it, let's take a look at Fedor real quick. If you have the Fedor Sparkle, either one, he has two, one against Zulu, one against Nogueira. Let's just take Nogueira. So according to this, if my numbers are right, there's 222 of those Fedors. Now, would you say that is, the value is the same as a Fedor Silver? Because according to these numbers, there's the same amount. The silver signature is not more rare. So I would say that the value should be around the same. If you want to put the silver signature, just because it's a single card, higher value, that's fine. I mean, you can make a good case for that. So if anyone knows, if anyone has any information on the motion cards, the pack layout, I mean, we know the pack layout. I'm just going to show some cards. We know the pack layout. It's just, how did they come up with the shortage of cards on the 8th card? I don't know. I'm just going to go ahead and take a look at some of these cards. Maybe I've shown all of these, maybe not. Just, it's a relaxing Friday night, and, you know, this card right here, one of my favorite cards. That was, yeah, some of you may choke me, but that was a SGC 10. You know, I don't give a shit about SGC anymore. Weren't they bought by the parent company of PSA? Now I guess they bought Beckett too, so I'm not sure. Whatever. It's a real nice card. One of my favorites. I love these cases that I got with the Pride FC header on there. Ooh, Christmas time. You can see the tree back there. Let's go ahead and skip through some of these. Oh, I got this one in a tin also, but I wanted it raw. Let's go ahead and center you. So I picked it up raw too recently. It's really nice condition. It's not a 10, but you know, it's a mint 9. Whatever. I don't know if I've ever shown this one. Here's a really cool one. Another sparkle. Heath Herring. Giant Silva. Here's a base of, if you're still here, Yoshida. That is one that I picked up to the other one I have, not in the best shape, and I thought this one looked great. It is really nice. So always trying to upgrade. That was in SGC 9. I took it out because, you know, it just, I don't like my cards in SGC. I don't like them graded. I like them raw. I thought these were supposed to be like best bouts of New Year's Eve. What is that card doing in here? There's a few of those, huh? I have this in an SGC 9.5, but I wanted it raw, so here we go. And then I've told the story about this one. Do I have 3 of these? Yeah, I had one in a 9.5, but it had something in there, so I had to take it out, and then I damaged it. So I had to buy that one, and that one's really nice. Okay, here's some cards I didn't mention. There are 10 promo cards, and this is one of my favorite ones. It has Fedor on there. This is during the Grand Prix of 2004. These are getting rare. Like, it's hard to find these. I just saw, what was it? The 2006 one, Grand Prix one. It sold for raw $205. So these, and some of them, you know, this set, there's people that collect this set, you know, that we're seeing some weird purchases. Like, what did I see? A Dan Henderson raw off of COMC. Dan Henderson gold. It sold for like $470 or something. Are you kidding me? Wow. Whatever. Somebody just needed that card, I guess, for their set. And maybe that's what this is going to be coming down to. People are desperate for some of these cards because you don't see them. The problem is there's like 30 to 50 of us buying these cards, and we're driving up the prices. We're doing it to ourselves. I'll show one more. I took this out of a 9.5 because I wanted to. And whatever, I like it better. Those SGC cases, you can't see the card very well. So anyways, I don't know when my next Pride video will be, but I think I'm going to show coming up my Fedors and my John Jones collection. I don't know if I show them out to look at my videos, but yeah, that's probably what's next on the agenda. So Merry Christmas. Later.